The clock on the bulkhead above the shipping desk ticked its plodding way to 0242. Logistics Specialist Chief Darrell Martin chewed the unlit stub of a cigar and shifted his coffee cup slightly on the bulging surface of his protruding midsection. Numerous stains reflected accurately the chief's disdain of personal grooming. After all, he was only 6 months from his full 30. Once he retired, he would never wear another uniform or stand another inspection. The ticking of the clock annoyed him. "They're late." The cigar stub traversed the width of his mouth. A petty officer third class shifted on the seat of a forklift. "What's the rush, Chief? It's the only pickup on our whole watch." "I'm losing beauty sleep." A young seaman apprentice standing by the forklift snorted a laugh and tried to cover it with a coughing fit. The chief glared at him. The petty officer straightened in his seat. "I think I can hear them coming now." The chief turned his head, listening, but heard nothing. "If you say so." The S.A. stepped to the edge of the loading dock and cocked his head. "I hear it too, Chief. It's got to be them. There's not much else moving at this time of the morning." With the rumble of the approaching truck to occupy their attention, none of the group heard the light snick as the door of a black Ford Expedition SUV in the parking area gently closed, or the soft footsteps mounting the steps to the warehouse door. A large van with navy markings ground to a halt in the parking lot. The piercing shriek of a backup alarm sounded as the truck maneuvered into position at the loading bay. The chief gestured abruptly with his coffee cup. "Get that ramp in place. Let's get this stuff loaded so I can get out of here." The forklift trundled forward, bearing a diamond plate steel ramp. It bridged the narrow gap between the surface of the loading dock and the truck bed. The seaman moved forward with a pallet jack to load the first of 5 pallets into the truck. Each pallet was loaded with 2 sturdy wooden crates lashed firmly in place. A soft voice sounded inches from Chief Martin's right ear. "Where is the rest of our shipment?" The chief started violently and gasped so hard he nearly inhaled the mangled cigar butt. He spat it out on the floor with a curse and turned to look at the intruder. "What the hell do you want? How did you even get in here?" "I want to know where the rest of our shipment is. I want to know what you are doing about it. As for how I got in here, I could have come through the gate in a Russian admiral's uniform, and no one would have stopped me." A delayed reaction was embarrassingly evident as the chief replied. His hand exhibited a slight tremor, as did his now subdued voice. "Perhaps we should discuss this in my office. These grunts don't have a clue what is going on, and they don't need to." The chief proceeded to his office at the side of the warehouse. He held the door for his unexpected guest and followed him inside, closing the door quietly behind them. He gestured to the visitor's chair in front of the desk. The tall, slender man slowly and carefully removed a pair of black kidskin driving gloves and an elegant cashmere topcoat, revealing a well-tailored black suit and blue silk tie beneath. He hung the coat on a wall-mounted hook by the door. He moved at a leisurely pace and settled into the large leather office chair behind the desk. The chief bristled momentarily and then thought better of it. He reached for a clipboard resting on the corner of the desk. "Let me get this manifest to the driver so he can get on the road." The visitor flipped a languid hand, granting permission, and settled back to wait. The wait was a brief one. The chief re-entered the room within 5 minutes and sat in the visitor's chair. "Where is the rest of our shipment?" The man behind the desk waited calmly for an answer, seemingly unperturbed by the delay. The chief shook his beefy head. "I don't know." The lean man straightened in the chair and leaned forward menacingly. His voice was very soft, just above a whisper, but well modulated. "Why not?"